So if I could teach people one thing, it's going to be the thing I'm going to talk about today. And I shouldn't talk about it. I should not talk about it because I'll explain that. Okay, but the thing to talk about is your ability to look and understand where you spend your time. That focus and understanding of what to cut, what to spend your time on, and what not to spend your time on. This came up in context for fixing a trailer on our Steam page. First of all, I want to say I appreciate everybody who gave me feedback on this. This is not an attack on them, but I just want to be clear because I think you're not clear, you're going to waste people's time who give you feedback that you're not going to be able to use. So I tried to be clear, and I guess I wasn't. But my clarity was, hey, talking to a lot of people about our game, when they go to the Steam page, the trailer feels aggressive. It's got an attitude to it, which we liked, but it comes off as kind of aggressive and kind of too cool for school, jokey. And so, okay, I have to fix that. I also have to add some pictures of verses, and that's lacking. And maybe there's some other stuff. Yes, you can redesign the whole web page, but that's not going to sell us games. And so here's the thing. The trailer's not going to sell us games. The trailer can cost us games, though. I can make an award-winning, most beautiful trailer today, and it is not going to sell one more copy. That's the hard, honest truth. That's the thing I shouldn't be talking about. I should be talking about well, you don't hear people talk like this is because they should be talking from a place of confidence that they're trying to sell you the game because the game's going to take off. There's going to be 1 million people playing it tomorrow because it's going to be the best trailer and it's the best. No, I have to be realistic today because I think it's September 27th, I have a due date for a prototype for Game 2. And the only way I get that is by being honest today and saying, this trailer's not going to sell more copies. The game's going to sell what it sells. I love our game. I appreciate our game. So why wouldn't I spend all of my time making the best absolute trailer? Because it doesn't matter. The trailer's not going to matter. It can only cost us games. It can't get us sales. So with that, I made changes and I just changed the wording. It wasn't very good. But the feedback was like to go back and like, hey, someone worked on these trailers. It's weird. Like the Left 4 Dead 1 trailer. The Left 4 Dead 1 trailer was 25 people for like 2 to 3 months. I don't have those resources. I have one person today. That's what I have because that's all the time I can spend on it. Yes. Would that be awesome and great? Yes. But would that actually be good? Even if I had 25 people and 2 to 3 months, I wouldn't spend it on this. I would spend it on the game. Like, it's just not worth it, right? And it's kind of like someone was also saying about like, hey, you should spend time on making these videos. I hate these videos. I hate doing these videos every single effing day. I hate these. I hate doing these videos. I like the conversation with you, but I hate doing these videos. So do I know what microphone this is? No, I don't care. Do I know what kind of camera that is? No. Do I know about the lighting? Do I know about the editing tools? No, I don't give a fuck. I don't. But I'll do enough so that we can have conversations because I don't want to be an influencer. What I want to be is a person who makes video games. So I have to figure out how to sell enough video games so I can keep making video games. And because the way the world works, that means making TikToks and YouTube videos to share with you all, which actually, again, I like because I like the conversation and the back and forth. There's really smart people here who make me think. I don't know if people notice this if they're on both, but I'll release a video on one platform and wait because I like to see the feedback. Should I change the video? I changed a video the other day because I released it on TikTok and the feedback was really good. And so I'm like, oh, I should capture that and update the YouTube one that way. And man, I wish YouTube let me respond to comments better as a video thing. I like that in TikTok because you all smart. Collectively as a group, we're all really smart. So I want to harness that. I want to work with that. And it's also why I want to share what I'm working on with you and talk about that and talk about these things. But with that, when I do that, I always have a goal. Like, I'm not joking about that. I've talked about goals and tools, right? There's a goal, what your goal is, and your tools. And so my goal here on this video was just to remove the snarkiness. It wasn't to make a better trailer. Again, that sounds really weird. And that sounds like I shouldn't be telling you that because I should be like, buy our game. It's the best game ever. And you're just going to have 1 million people playing it with you. No, you're not. It's a small game. It's fine. I love it. We play it every day. Not every day. Pretty close to every day. Playing it, tonight. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with that. Understanding who you are and where you are in the world is a super good thing to have. I know my shortcomings. I'm not going to make a great video. I am not going to become a master of Premiere. I'm not going to go out and re-record audio. I mean, how do great videos come? They come from a lot of time and a lot of work, right? I'm not going to do that in here because I want to make the game. Now, have I spent time on things like this because it was part of it? Yeah, I think I go back. I always think of the Left 4 Dead 2 trailer where we were just struggling, the announcement trailer, and it just wasn't coming to us. And I remember I just sat by myself for a while, maybe a day or two, and was just trying to think of like placing myself back in the South where I lived and thinking of the people I knew there and trying to draw from that and get that. And I think I wrote the coach monologue like in one sitting. And then I think except for like 2 words that Eric punched up, that was it. We shipped it. Like it was really close to that, right? Because I had had the time to step back. I don't have the time to step back, and it's not going to be time well spent. That was time well spent because we were setting the stage for a big thing. The output of what that could be is gigantic, right? And the same was like when we did the Sacrifice trailer was another one. I mean, I worked on all the trailers. The shorts Eric did. I don't get, like, you know what I'm saying? I worked on all the Left 4 Dead trailers. But like the Sacrifice one's another one I spent a lot of time on because we had all these moving pieces and we wanted to try to do something different, right? And I also had the person running the trailer team was really open to doing this kind of thing, right? And so that's one of my favorite trailers. I think that comes together really well. So I've done that because the upside of those success was we were going to sell 1 million more copies. The upside of this trailer is not 1 million more copies. I don't care how good this trailer is. Now, are there indie games that make good trailers? Yes. Are there people like Derek who make amazing trailers? Yes. With small teams? Yes. 100%. Am I going to make an amazing trailer like that in the afternoon? No. Like, did you know just to catch like 3 to 5 seconds of footage, we would have like 8 people recording for, I don't know, half a day. Like it would take so much time. The SFM was partially built because we were trying to solve some of these problems of doing these kind of videos. Because when you're trying to capture live action footage from a game that's different every time, it's hard, right? It's hard. So this trailer, it is what it is, right? But it's snarky now, and the goal is to not be snarky. So when you give me all this feedback to go record new lines, that's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen because I got to be focused because I want to make a game. I want to deliver the game. I want to make my next game. So I have to spend my time as deliberately and as closely as I can and be smart about it. And then someone gave me feedback. So the joke was almost I shouldn't have asked for feedback because I knew I was going to get that kind of feedback because it's human nature and they're well-intentioned and they're thinking about things in the right way, but not in the context of what I'm trying to do. And then somebody came with the simplest feedback. Just cut the first 35 seconds. I can cut things. I needed to adjust a little bit of the music at the end. But honestly, if you got to the end and I screw up the music, who cares? You got that far. Like, I win. So that was it. Just going to cut the big first 35 seconds of the trailer. That is simple. That is simple. That is back on track. I've got Unreal 5 back open and I'm working on Prototype this afternoon instead of still working on a trailer. That is awesome. But again, I shouldn't tell you that because I'm supposed to only talk about strength of my game and how this trailer, when you see it, it's going to be amazing and you're going to want to buy the game for 700 of your friends. The real thing is it's priced so dirt cheap, you're just going to buy it. That's why you're going to buy it. Or you can buy it today and support me. Whatever. I don't... Again, I'm bad at selling. I shouldn't be talking about this stuff like this if I'm trying to sell you the game. But I am really good at managing my time and my focus. And cutting the first 35 seconds of the trailer is just genius managing of my time and focus. Because I had done a bunch of other things I tried that just didn't work. Right? I'm like, I'll give myself a day. I gave myself a day. I time boxed it, right? Time box, you say, I'll give myself this much time on something. It's a really good strategy. That's what I did. And I'm like, oh, not coming. But I still have to remove the snark. So I was going to do a lousy trailer. And I was going to ignore all the feedback people gave me. Because none of it was actionable. None of it was I could use. And that's why I was trying to be in the Discord, be clear of like, hey, no. I'm trying not to be harsh or a jerk. But this is why I'm being this way. Because I want another shot on goal. I am not the smartest person in the room. I'm not the most talented person in the room. But I am good about managing my time. And I persevere. And I just keep coming. And that is probably the thing that lets me succeed. Phrasing is not the thing that lets me succeed. I should probably edit that. But again, I ain't got time, man. I got to go work on my prototype.